5.4 is related to the previous subtopic, which is the exercise that you do just now. Finding a minimum sample size to estimate the population mean. Okay. Okay, look at the formula first. Ni simple je. Look at the formula. Recall back the formula for margin of error. This is the formula for margin of error. Remember, E is equivalent to Z times sigma over square root of N. Okay. In this subtopic, question will ask you to find the minimum sample size. When you have the word sample size, that is referring to N. So in this subtopic, N is unknown. So you have to find that N. So how can you find that N? Rearrange from the error formula. Okay. Error is, kalau madam bring the Z to the other side, dia akan jadi E over by Z is equivalent to sigma over square root of N. Okay. Your aim is to find N as your subject. So leave N only one side. So you will have Z over by E times sigma. Okay, ni boleh bawa ke kiri, yang ni boleh bawa ke di kanan ni kiri. Okay, so square root of N will be Z over E times sigma. So N will be, everything will be squared. Okay, so that is the formula to find the sample space actually, which is N equal to Z squared sigma squared over by error squared. So either you memorize this one or you can just derive from the error formula. Okay. Tapi kalau nak senang, terus memorize je. Sebab kalau you rearrange tu dia macam takes maybe 30 second. 30 second tu pun bermakna untuk final exam nanti. Okay. And then the sample size N is always rounded up because the sample size represent the minimum number of observation required. So the things that you have to do in this subtopic is always round up your N value. Okay, always round it up. Therefore, we will use this notation. Instead of you are using equal symbol, you are using at least symbol. Supaya N tu is always rounding up. For example, if you are using the equal symbol, N is 13.1 for example. Okay. And the other one is N is equivalent to 13.8. Okay. So kalau equal tu nanti maybe you get confused whether you want to round off to 14 ataupun round off to 13. Okay. Tapi for the sample size always rounding up. Okay. So dia mesti equal to 14. Yang ni pun mesti equal to 14. So that's why if you are using this symbol, automatically you akan dapat the correct answer lah, which is N at least 13.1 is equal to 14 and 13.8 also equal to 14. Actually doesn't matter kalau you are using equal symbol pun, you are having the full mark for that question. If the final answer you rounding up, that is the condition. Okay. Even though you guna equal symbol pun wajib round up to the next whole number. Okay, look at example 1. Given to you the solution in the workbook. So madam just go through. What should the sample size be for a 95% confidence interval for a population mean to have a margin of error of 2.9? Assume the population standard deviation is 12.1. Okay. So everything given, which is 90% CI, margin of error is your error, equivalent to 2.9. Population standard deviation symbolized as sigma, equal to 12.1. Okay. So if you can remember the formula, what is the formula? N at least Z squared sigma squared over by error squared. That is the formula that you have to remember for the sample size. If you cannot remember, just derive from the error formula in the previous subtopic. Okay. So for a 95%, what is the Z value? This is the common CI. So hopefully you can remember 95% is 1.96. Okay. So cara tulis Z 0.05 ni optional. Okay. 0.05 tu is actually referring to the alpha over by 2. Okay, alpha over by 2. But if you write this one and then terus write the Z value is 1.96, also accepted. Okay, boleh? So the Z value will be 1.96. The sigma is given in the question. So answer will be 66.88. Rounding up to the next whole number, 67. So the sample size should be 67. Okay? Itu je calculation for the sample size. Okay, example number 2. Determine the minimum sample size for a 92% confidence interval. Okay, kita highlight sikit. For a population mean, if the error is within 2.3 units of the population mean, assume sigma is 6.4. Okay. Within 2.3 units. What does it mean by within 2.3 units? Let's say this is your X bar. Okay. And then you are having the lower limit and the upper limit for the confidence interval, 92%. 92%. Okay, so the word, if the error is within 2.3 units, the word within is referring to what? Below mean and also above mean. So you have to consider both parts, which is this also 2.3 units. So the error given. Okay, the word within tu is referring to the 2.3 to the left and 2.3 to the right side. Okay, so first just write the formula and at least Z squared. So this one 92%, what is your alpha over 2? This is your alpha over 2. Berapa alpha over 2? The non-shaded region. 8% for the tail side divided by 2?
0.04.
0.04, yes. So write as 0.04 squared times sigma squared over error squared. So write the formula first. Supaya madam tahu you all tak salah formula. So what is the Z value for 0.04? Refer to the table. 0.04 among the probability area kat dalam tengah-tengah ni. Among the probability area, what is the nearest value?
1.75.
Lemah je tu. 1.75. Okay, 0.0401. Okay, so that is the Z value. So write as 1.75 squared. Sigma given is 6.4 squared over by error given is 2.3 squared. So everything given. So you just substitute. Cuma the tricky part tu the word error tu. Sometimes dia bagi different wording. The first example tadi clearly stated margin of error. But this one given to you, error is within. Okay. So this one the answer is 1.75. Cuba kira sikit.
23.7127.
Okay, thank you. 23.
23.7127. 7127.
7127. Okay, Madam ambil 2 je lah. Madam ambil 2 decimal je sebab kita nak round up to the next whole number which is 24. Okay, that is your final answer. Final answer must be whole number. Jangan leave your answer in decimal for the sample size. Okay, that is for example 2. Okay, example 3. Early intervention center wants to estimate the average duration of speech therapy required for children with a speech delay. The therapy duration is assumed normally distributed with the population standard deviation. Okay, highlight this word. 3.2 months. Determine the minimum number of children required to construct a symmetric 98% confidence interval for the average therapy duration with an interval with less than 2 months. This is the word used for the error. With an interval with less than 2 months. Okay, less than 2 months. So kalau madam draw the diagram, the bell curve, in the middle is your bar. What with the interval width? Apa maksud dia? Interval width is less than so what is your error? Yang tadi dia bagi error is within 2.3 units of the population mean. Interval width yang mana? Kena faham dulu that interval width to which one? Interval width is less than 2 months.
Lower limit hingga upper limit.
Yes, lower limit hingga upper limit. So lower limit hingga upper limit yang 2 months. Okay. So this is the 2 months. With less than 2 months, maksudnya maximum 2 months. Maximum 2 months. So what is your error? Error is counted from the lower limit to the X bar only. So error will be 1. This one is also 1. So write the formula and at least Z 0.01 squared times sigma squared over by error squared. Z 0.01, cuba cari from table. 0.01 from the table. 2.33, thank you. 2.33 squared. Sigma given is 3.2 squared over by 1 squared. Cuba cari sikit berapa? Dia tak pakai kalkulator ni. Dapat berapa?
55.59.
Oh, besar ke nilai dia? 55?
2.3 betul?
55.59
yang saya dapat
59. Betul ke Deras?
dapat ke?
Nampak, kita dapat So answer will be 56. Ni nanti madam check balik ni. Because the answer given is 14. 14 ni maybe dia guna is 2. Maybe the error is 2. Tapi from the word tu yang madam faham error is 1. Nanti madam check balik this question. Yang kita dapat is 56. Okay. Nanti madam check the answer. Later madam update in Telegram. Okay, for example number 3. Okay, ni the last example. A nutritionist team wants to estimate the mean daily calcium supplement. You all try dulu lah. Example number 4, boleh? What is the Z value?
1.645.
Yes, 1.645 squared. Sigma given is 850 squared over by margin of error. So error is error squared. Error in this case is 200. So 200 squared. So answer is 48.9 rounding up to 49. Okay, that is for A. B, 94%. The same information but you are calculating the 90% CI. So the only difference is the Z value. So what is the Z value? For the 94%. Berapa Z value?
1.8.
850 square. 1.8. Exactly.
1.88.
1.88. Thank you. 1.88. Error is 200 squared. So answer will be 63.8, which is rounding up to 64. Okay, how does the increase in confidence affect the sample size required? How does the increase in confidence, if you compare part A and part B tu, part A is 90% confidence interval, part B is 94%. Your answer for part A is 49 only, but if you increase the confidence interval, number of sample size pun will be increasing. So in order for you to answer the concept question, relate it with the a formula. Okay, this is the formula just now, which is n equal to z squared sigma squared over by error squared. If confidence interval increase, means that your z value will be increased. Cuba tengok z value. From part A is 1.65, but for part B is increasing to 1.88. So semakin besar you punya percentage of CI, semakin besar you punya Z value. So as Z value increase, N will be also increasing. So question asks, how does the increase affect the sample size? So if the confidence level increase, the sample size also increase. That's how you answer the concept question. Boleh?